Hi guys, just starting this new channel actually, and today we'll discuss about personal branding. And like you guys know that I've been always been a proponent of paid ads, but now I'm getting into organic. It's going to be a new journey for me, and why I'm getting into organic is because now with organic itself you can get so much of traffic that it is that anybody can start, and the opportunity is huge. So with the AI and other implementation. But in this one, we'll talk about something which is very interesting, right? And very important as well, which is the Bhagavad Gita and how it has helped me across all the stressful years as well as the good years, my business to cope up, and how it still helps me cope up. Okay. Understand you, regardless of any religion, just understand this as a business book or this is some book just for knowledge preferences. For me, it has helped me a lot to understand more about myself and and that's what is interesting about this. So, let's start this by saying Om. Okay, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya means God is within us, and He's in form of he's a spiritual version. He's a spiritual soul. It's like we are spiritual souls, but in human form we pray Him like Lord Krishna. So, Namaste and welcome to the session, special session where I'll be sharing insights from Bhagavad Gita, one of the most profound spiritual texts ever written, I believe, and how its timeless wisdom can help us guide us in life and entrepreneurship. Understand, guys, it's so many of reels and this and that. When I started in 2014, it was super easy, and it was super easy, and plus I was more focused. Right? I understand as an affiliate market, all I need to look for is traffic and the products. But if you go through current generation on YouTube, and they're going through videos and videos after videos, and all they do is watch videos, and the more they watch the more they get confused. Okay, which kind of hurts really bad, if that makes sense. So you need someone to follow that you can relate with, and I would suggest you to watch long form videos if you have time. And actually, once you learn something, take action. Taking action is more important and than just watching videos and learning stuff, because the more you learn is you the better you get, but the more you learn is more ideas you're getting over the idea over the other idea that you have not yet implemented. So implement the thing first and then go to the next idea, and don't watch like endless YouTube hours. For 1 hour it's fine, but like you cannot waste all the entire day in that thing. Otherwise you can have fun but you will not be happy, if that makes sense. So, as an entrepreneur, it helped me to navigate challenges, remain focused, and stay aligned with my purpose. And also, it defined my purpose a lot of time, because when I started out, my entire vision was to make 10,000 rupees, and now my vision is to make $1 million business again. And I was able to do that in 2022. But after that, especially this year was not that great year because I lost my mom, and business was also terrible for me. So we're starting out on couple of campaigns that we have done, and they're going good. But I'm just telling you everything as they are. So you can be the part of our journey as we grow again to hundreds of millions of dollars with this business. Guys, I'm coming back to my story. I started with exactly nothing and going back to buying a BMW 700 and doing a lot of cool stuff. I could have done even more cool stuff, but that's not about me, it's about us, it's about you, and it's about this session that we're having. So whether you're starting out or scaling your business or seeking balance, the lessons from Gita can transform your mindset and your outcome. Let's dive deep into the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and discover how its principles can be applied to build not just a successful business but a meaningful life. See, the Bhagavad Gita is set up on a battlefield of Kurukshetra, where Arjun, a warrior prince, is paralyzed by doubt. Facing moral dilemma, he seeks guidance from Lord Krishna, his charioteer, the spiritual guide. The battlefield is a metaphor for the challenges we face in life and business. Just like Arjuna, entrepreneurs often face dilemmas. Should I take a risk or play it safe? How do we deal with the failures? What if I'm not good enough? Krishna's teachings provide clarity, and let's break down the lessons. Because I've read the book, so I'll try to break down the lessons and then I'll kind of go through the shlokas if required. Krishna emphasizes the importance of dharma or the purpose. So, what is dharma is serving for the higher purpose of the Lord and the society. He tells Arjuna, it is better to feel in your own dharma than to succeed in someone else. As entrepreneur, this means aligning your work with your true calling. Just not following anybody and everybody. Ask yourself, why did I start this journey? Am I building something that aligns with my core values? Huh? Practical applications regarding this is you can define your mission. A mission driven entrepreneur not only creates wealth but also leaves a lasting impact. When your work aligns with your purpose, challenges becomes a stepping stone. Then there's the path of Karma Yoga that it talks about. So basically, Karma Yoga. So it talks about basically Bhagavad Gita talks about spirituality more. But if you understand the relevance of spirituality and how the heart, soul, and the mind works and the senses work, you can control what you have, which is your body. And right now it's being controlled by your desires and your lusts. And this with this process, you'll understand how you can get over that. So there's three-step process or a couple of step process. I cannot say three-step process, but how Bhagavad Gita defines this. He says the soul is stronger than your mind. The mind is stronger. Soul is strong. Sorry, sense is stronger than your mind, right? And mind and intellect is stronger than your mind itself, and even stronger than your mind is your soul, where which gives power to the body, and in the soul also there is that super soul. So the first philosophy of Bhagavad Gita is Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga means you are a soul, you are unborn, and you're taking the different lives to just to experience and to do greater good for yourself. But in the due ignorance, you do bad stuff and you feel bad about yourself. That's what it is. Then it talks about how the universe was created. It was created by the Lord Himself, who impregnated itself into two versions, the soul and the nature. So all the elements of the soul impregnated in the nature, and nature has three gunas. Okay, what do you call gunas in English? Modes. Yeah, modes. Nature has three modes of nature, which is tamagun or mode of ignorance, rajagun or mode of passion, satagun, which is mode of goodness. All of us are, especially human beings, are inbuilt with these modes. And once we understand that we are the source, okay, and our entire work is to reach the divinity through the work, and understanding that while we are working, the result is not under our control; it's under the God's control, and it's under His will. Okay, and so that's what is Sankhya. So basically, let me summarize again. Sankhya means understanding yourself as an Atma or the soul, and also understanding that within the and the soul resides in your heart. Okay, once you understand that part, then surrendering your all your desires and all your things that you want to create and manifest onto the Lord. And then once you have understood that, then the second chapter comes, the third chapter comes in, which is called Karma Yoga. So once you have understood that you're Atma and your desire is to kind of serve Him, and His desire is to you can serve Him and have a good relationship with the Lord, with loving relationship with the Lord, and which so with this path you can be very successful, like I was, and like I've been, and you can even be more successful because I do this and they kind of get deflated because of the way I've been involved, like been doing lately this year because of my mom's death and my own challenges that I faced. But I still read that and try to get back to the basics. Okay. So with the what the Karma Yoga means, so once you understood that you are a soul and you don't do any work, all this work is done by the body, which is made out of nature, and there is one Purush. Purush means in English means male. Male, it's not that male, but the male version of the energy that controls the entire body. Okay, that is called soul and everything. Until it is there, because even people that are deaf are alive. Okay, since senses are so strong, deaf people are also alive till they have to live, and even the people that have eyes don't have can't see, they still live, they can still feel it, right? Because of the power of the soul. So soul is the most powerful thing, and once you understand that the soul is the most powerful thing, then you need to understand what the soul does and how was it created, right? And how you are created as a human being. So soul, when like I said, when Parabrahma, or or the Purush Tattva, or the Lord himself, broke himself into two parts. Okay, him not himself, from his fragmental parts, two parts, nature and soul. So all the elements of nature, all the elements of the nature, soul has been embedded, just like a baby is embedded in the embryo naturally. Okay, so that's what the soul decided to experience the world and to create good. But in the Maya, or in the false ego that we create, we forgot our real purpose. Okay, so once you understand that, okay, this is my purpose, and right now the new financial economy is attention and creating education for people. And it could be creating education, entertainment, or some bad shit and stuff. But we are here to create education, and I'll let you understand what I could not understand till now, and which I understood in 10 years back, to get into business, try some things out, and have that path of the courage and the faith. So, Karma Yoga means you do the work, but you are not attached to the work, and you still do it in a very disciplined, with a full of enthusiasm and clarity, not focusing on the outcomes, but focusing on the work that is on your hands, and doing up to your best of your ability, strategically as well as with your hands, and because the soul, like I said, does nothing. It's the impression that we put on the soul, that's how our brain, conscious and subconscious, kind of reacts, and we do what we do, and we feel what we feel. So that's what is karma yoga means. So as an entrepreneur, we often get obsessed with metrics, revenues, likes, followers. But Krishna advises to not to focus on the process. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Outcome can be unpredictable, and outcome is decided by the nature and the Lord Himself. So obsession with the results leads to stress. So set a daily goal. You can just try set up a daily goal and giving your best efforts, and detaching the fear of failure or greed of success, both. Okay. So then it talks about facing challenges with equanimity. So Krishna advises Arjuna to maintain equanimity in the face of success and failure, treating victory and defeat, gain and loss, pleasure and pain alike. So who is Krishna? Who is Arjuna? We haven't talked about that. So Krishna in Hindu scriptures, you can just understand in a very basic version, is a Lord Himself that incarnated in human form with all His power. Okay, and Arjuna is an archer 5,000 years back, maybe or more, and one of the top archer in the in the world. Okay, and he has a lot of spiritual and powers and this and that, and he gone through all the scriptures and books and this, but now he has to fight a war. In the war, he has to fight his own uncles, his cousin brothers. So he's kind of like trembling in fear, like how would I interact with that. In the past he has fought a war, he has won all of the wars, but now when he has to fight a holy war, not what I mean by holy war is dharmic war, means holy war. The war that serves people. Okay, so in order to do that, since Arjuna's wife was misbehaved in a front of a lot of people, let's say that, so he has to take the revenge, and also they were not giving his property. So as a kshatriya or as a ruler, you need to have a property. So that's where Krishna advised, you have fought in a war in the past, and the people that you're going to be fighting have all the same things that you have, which is the five elements. All the difference is the nature that they have cultivated, because they lack the understanding of Atma, or the soul. So he talks about how you can develop a resilient mindset, accept failure as feedback, not as final. And then I asked him, like, all these people that are in front of you, you got to fight, because that's your job. The only reason you are kind of feeling sad or happy, regardless, is because you have attachment to the result. But just like a soldier has to fight a war, and regardless of his own personal motives and emotions, he fight for the country. So same way, you need to fight for people that believe in you. Okay, arise awake from this importance. Importance means the people that is not understanding the power of the soul, which is super strong within them. So, and then that he faces. Then it talks about the karma yoga that we talked about already. Okay, So, and then in the Karma Yoga, the philosophy is so beautiful that whenever you do great work, do the great work like a genius work, right? And if you're not attached to the work, you're just looking to do great work all the time with all, of course, it's strategy, and of course, you're going to be getting the results at the back at the back feedback of the loop, right? But if you're too attached from the first video that you make, that you're going to be getting 1 million subscribers or this and that, you get kind of because you're attached, you'll if you gain success, you'll feel good about it, but that will make you that, hey, I don't need to work that hard. I just can like work, like make a video and get successful. Okay, for example, just giving example, or someone that is not attached and just that can see through the vision. What is a vision, right? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about when fish lays eggs, right? So fish lays eggs and she meditates about the eggs in her eyes, in her vision. When tortoise, when it is in the sea, right? So it lays the eggs outside, but it focuses on his like the eggs that he has laid or she has laid, to make them babies by his vision. So it's the same vision you can find success in life, spirituality, and everywhere. But you need to have a resilient mindset that accepts failure as feedback, not as finals. Of course, you can celebrate small win, but don't get complacent. Remember, your mindset determines your progress. The more stable you are internally, the more effective you will be externally. See how beautiful is it is. Krishna introduces the concept of yoga. Yoga is not like the practices that you do in US or India anyway. It's like those are part of the yoga. The real yoga means connecting to the super soul, first of all, doing the work with disciplined mind and action towards the one goal or the one purpose, which is the Lord itself, and the work that you're doing, be it plumbing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, website building, or anything that is in response to the nature that you have been inbuilt, which is mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, and the practices that you have practiced across your life, right? So, discipline is a backbone of success, whether it's spiritual practice or business. So, just giving some practical steps, you can just create a daily routine that prioritizes your goals. Avoid all distractions. Stay committed on your long-term vision, guys. This is time that you can build business. Just sharing your real value, not you need to don't need to like sell your soul or what. Just share your real value. You're going to be doing fine. So one of the profound teachings of Bhagavad Gita is about detachment and fearless. It says the soul is neither born nor die; it is eternal. Understanding this makes us fearless. What hold us back? Is fear of loss, failure, or rejection. But Krishna message is clear: they are temporary. The real you is limitless. Okay. So don't tie your identity to your business. You are more than success or your failures. Take bold decision. Fear is a barrier. Action is a freedom. Getting, guys? So toward the end of the Gita, Krishna shows Arjuna his universal form. So let's go back to the story. The how you see the Lord within you and how you get to that energy that we're talking about. So first you see that this entire body that you're using right now, which is the car or whatever, is governed by one thing, which is soul, and that which is the most powerful. That is controlling the mind and the intellect, uh, and consciously or unconsciously. But if you're into ego, then mind starts controlling the whole of thing, and it's all getting negative because you are getting attached to the results. So that is where buddhi yoga or the sankhya yoga comes in place, that you understand yourself as atma or the soul, and your only job is to serve Lord. And how you do that? Understand, soul for himself does nothing. Soul uh, is neither male, like I am, neither female, nor transgender. Soul is a soul. Okay, he has incarnated. I have incarnated myself in the form of a male, but I'm not a male. Okay, maybe in the past I was female. Who knows, right? So same way, the understanding of clear knowledge. Okay, understanding of clear knowledge removes through the fire of divinity, removes all the ignorance. Guys, understand this. So, what is Sankhya? I'm just explaining again. Sankhya means basically you understanding yourself as an Atma and your work. And you work up in two versions. Okay, understand soul does no work. And then it talks about what is work, what is not work. So if someone is working and he's working toward the Lord, even if he seems like working all of it, he's working nothing because he is self resided in the God's heart. Makes sense? So that is a part of the, and with karma yogi and understanding all the time that I have to give importance to my soul and the super soul that is within me and outside. It controls the mind because mind could be the enemy as well as a good friend, best friend. Okay, so you gain the power here. Okay, so now mind is being controlled. Your conscious as well as subconscious. Your all your senses becomes transcendental because you see in your own eyes, the loving eyes of the Lord. With your own nose, you see, you smell the tulsi leaves that are being offered to Him, right? You hear the chants. So while you're working with, but you're having so much of inner loving connection and clarity that you can communicate your vision clearly because that's what karma yoga does. And since you're not getting attached to results at all, what happens? You keep on getting success and success more than anybody because your only focus is doing the process to the best of my abilities and leaving the rest and having the patience to go through the process. Right? So the art of so like I said, yeah. And in case if you are attached, what happens? You get success, you get ego, and you kind of like get derailed. And if you lose, you feel that you're a failure, you're good for nothing, which is neither. Both of them is not true. That's a false thing that your mind creates and the Maya creates and the nature creates. The truth is reside on here. This has more power than the entire nuclear energy combined and stuff. Okay, and like and understand, you'll only get, you can work in all the stuff, the ultimate prize rests in the hands of the Lord. In our culture specifically, and the how I work. So in business, you can build feedback, limit innovation, and harm relationship. Okay, and if you in business you're too much focused on the results, you don't have time for feedback, and you feel helpless, harming your own relationship and your own self-esteem. You can, of course, criticism is a chance to grow, but you need to be decided on your soul. You need to have that focus and the clarity that you need to have a connection with the Lord. Focus on serving customers in the team, not just your personal gain. Stay humble no matter all your level of success. Okay? And then Krishna is reminded wealth is a tool, not the ultimate goal. Use it wisely and responsibly. Wealth for purpose. Invest in initiative that aligns your value. Gratitude to appreciate what you have while striving for growth. And charity share your success to uplift others. Understand, guys. This to summarize from Sankhya, which is understanding that you are Atma and understanding to reach the super soul. All you need to do is surrender onto the loving feet of the Lord in the personal form. And then you start doing your work, which makes you feel uplifted, and which you have the value to share or learn something which you feel connected from someone. Okay, preferably a mentor or a guru. Even that's what Krishna says about. And follow a guru that follows what he teaches. That's also important. Otherwise, he can't be a guru. Like a false claimer. So understanding yourself as soul, and then understanding the philosophies of karma yoga, which is basically doing the work but not getting attached to it, and then understanding of the body. Okay. So in this body, the three modes: mode of nature, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. And everybody is in a different mode. Like soldier is interested in serving his country, data analyst is doing his data analyst thing, right? Somebody that is in petrol pump is filling the gasoline. So everybody has their own job, depending on their own nature and what they like. And even if everybody has same eyes, nose, but everybody's nature and the way they talk is different. That's what creates us unique. That's what God has made us, right? We can't make an AI robot that unique or whatever. So maybe we can. Who knows? It's all the AI can do anything. It looks like. So that is what it is. So just to summarize, find and follow your purpose. Act without attachment to results. Face challenges with balance and resilience. Build with discipline and detachment. Lead with clarity, empathy, and courage. Use of wealth as a mean to serve for a greatest purpose. Going back to the basics again, saying the same thing, and then we're going to be talking about that later. From Sankhya to Karma Yoga, from Karma Yoga to understanding of the body, that this body is just like a field, and in this field there is something which is lightning, which is making sure that everything like your heart, lungs, your even feet, and everything is being working properly. Is soul. So reside onto that soul and work for for the betterment of the soul, for the happiness of the soul, and that happiness comes from serving the Lord. And how do you serve the Lord? Is by working on what you feel is good, avoiding all the distractions, seeing the clear vision, okay, and that's how you work. And without attachment, because you are giving the fruit of entire work to the Lord itself. So he'll try to make sure that it's pure and it's good for you, and it's building the wealth that you're looking for. So once that part is done, slowly and steadily you start feeling attachment and love to the Lord. Having you are going to be having to the love to the Lord. That will convert your love or your work into bhakti yoga. Okay, and bhakti yoga after bhakti yoga means you are just loving Him, and just like in just like for Christmas is coming, right? I don't know how how you do in Christianity, but in our culture we put some water on the Lord, and of course you guys also do something, but I am not sure because even when I was in a English medium school, I don't remember it now. So what I'm trying to say is different thing, though, which is the same thing, which is with Bhakti Yoga, you're gonna be feeling a love and empathy toward the Lord. Okay, and once that is done, you can see within you yourself your real potential or the Lord within yourself. Okay, that gives you entire satisfaction and happiness while you're working. And since you are a Karma Yogi, God will bless you so that you could do the great work. But understand avoid all the distractions. Build your personal brand onto the internet. Start affiliate marketing. So, if these lessons resonate with you, take a moment to reflect on how you can apply this in your own entrepreneurial journey. Share your thoughts and insight in the comments or connect with me on social media. Let's walk this path of entrepreneurship and spirituality together, creating businesses that not only succeed but inspire. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pratyush. Mhm.